In 1970, the now deserted RAF base of Binbrook in Lincolnshire was active in the defence of the country. The base was home for English Electric Lightnings, fighter aircraft ready to be scrambled should any unknown objects enter our airspace. On Tuesday, the 8th of September, the alarm came. An American pilot, Captain Schaffner, was first in the air to meet the UFO, but he never came back.
From a military point of view, it's embarrassing to admit the existence of alien vehicles coming into our airspace against whom we have inadequate defense. There have been numerous instances involving aircraft UFO chases.
In his book, Ghost Stations 5, Bruce Barrymore Halpenny, a military historian, tells of a mysterious UFO chase. A retired RAF crash investigator, Mr. Halpenny, says it wasn't easy checking the story because of secrecy surrounding the case.
It was a normal, routine UFO sighting. When the alarm was given, Captain Schaffner scrambled his Lightning. And he was certainly a very experienced Lightning pilot, and he loved to fly the Lightning. He's 6,000 hours on fast jets, a very, very experienced pilot.
This is 5 Squadron crew room, and it was here that Captain Schaffner, from this particular section behind the curtains here, this was the actual crew section that issued the order. From the door at the side, Captain Schaffner took the initiative to be first, and upon hearing that there was a UFO, he immediately took the few paces along here to his Lightning and was airborne within seconds.
2 other pilots were scrambled at the same time and sent out over the North Sea. Their job was to intercept a radar blip which refused to answer repeated requests from the ground to identify itself.
He reported that very bright lights. He was told then to proceed as close as possible, and which is what he was doing when he was enveloped with a very, very bright light. At that stage, he said that his aircraft was still flyable, but uncontrollable.
The close proximity to UFOs has produced very serious physical effects in the aircraft, and in some cases with the pilots. Communications are interfered with, weapon systems are interfered with.
Now, at this stage, some malfunction with the Lightning, so he's immediately withdrawn and instructed to ditch. The story then is that, immediately he ditched and seemed to go down, the Ministry of Defence issued a statement that the aircraft had broken up. Then stories start to conflict left, right and centre. A security blackout is immediately put over.
Because of the design of the Lightning, ditching has to take place at sea. A dinghy is provided. Mr. Halpenny says that Captain Schaffner tried to eject, but the mechanism failed. On ditching, it's also possible to open the cockpit manually. A search and rescue team was sent. Captain Schaffner was never found.
The blip had gone off on the radar. Whatever it was had gone. The Lightning floated for a short while and gently went down. It was sitting on the seabed. Perfect. There was no mark other than on the nose, and the aircraft was in perfect condition. And the canopy was closed. That's the sinister piece. The canopy was closed.
The Ministry of Defence say this was a routine low-level night flight and the aircraft came down due to pilot error. The pilot escaped on ditching, but was washed away by the tide.
The release is between there, and within a split second, he's gone. Should that not fire, there's also on the top manual, so that it is impossible not to have fired. So for him to be missing, the seat still intact and the canopy on and closed means the mystery was absolutely unbelievable.